I hope you guys are good. Like, you know, outside is raining, but, you know, it's sunny inside. It's sunny over here.
Yeah, if you saw what that's thing done to the man, if you saw what that's thing done to the man.
Yeah, I'm not going to read this question. It's a little bit dirty. So, I screen munched these questions, you see, and some people thought it would be funny to ask certain questions. Still yet to pull you up on it, so.
Dr. Dollar Entertainment. Yeah.
Spells.
Shonko. Emi Anita Beka, you are no Shasha nigga. Kimi lawa muja jojo.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. First things first, thank you so much to everyone who watched my last video. You know, the people that liked, that subscribed, that commented, that shared my video. Like, you guys don't understand how happy you made me. Like, you make me feel so good. You don't understand, like, mate. Like, y'all make me feel so good. Like, why are you so good to me? Why are you so good? Like, I don't understand. Let me know. Let me know. Honestly, it makes me so excited to film my videos now. Like, I get so excited. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm going to record. And, like, you know, hopefully everyone likes it. Because I try to be a perfectionist, but, you know, not everyone can be perfect. Not everyone. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, my last video, go watch it. My last video was basically my weight loss journey. I was just talking about all my highs and lows and, you know, how I triumphed, how I managed to, you know, how I managed to stay on track, how I managed to, you know, be positive throughout the whole journey. In my last video, I did say I was going to film a Q&A, which is this video. I asked you guys to ask me some questions on Instagram and on Twitter, and, you know, you guys have sent me some lovely personal questions. I am not going to say your name. I'm not going to put you out there. I'm just going to answer the questions. I hope I answer the questions to your taste, and if you still have more questions for me, please make sure you message me on Instagram or on Twitter or leave a comment, and I will make sure I reply. I will make sure. So you guys are asking some lovely questions, and yeah, let's get right into it. So this lovely person asked me, what foods did you eat, and also did you let people know about your weight loss as you was going through it? Well no, okay, no, to be serious, the foods that I was eating, so in my last video I did explain, you know, that carbs and sugar were both my downfall. Like, that's all I ever consumed, like, that's all I ever had, with fizzy drinks and just things that generally weren't good for me. So I decided to go on a low carb diet, almost no carbs, literally almost no carbs. Like, I would just probably have carbs once a week, and eventually I kind of, you know, incorporated brown rice and brown pasta and sweet potatoes into my diet. So in the beginning, for like maybe about 2 months, I was eating mainly vegetables, protein and salads, and yeah, I was consuming that every single day. In between, I was making sure that I had snacks of, you know, fruits, nuts, not too much nuts though, you don't want to do that, fruits, nuts. And let me just tell you how like a typical day will go for me. So in the morning, I'll probably have like a pot of porridge, like the Quaker Oats ones, like where you just put the hot water and you're basically, I'm gone. So you're basically on the go. I like to chop some bananas and put some fruits in there, some apricots, and I hope that's how you say it's apricots. It's apricots, innit? It's apricots. It's apricots. Yeah, I like to put that into it, and then I'll probably have like a banana on its own with it as well. On other days for breakfast, I would have egg whites on a piece of brown bread mixed with spinach and avocado. I would scramble the eggs. I wouldn't fry it. I wouldn't, you know, boil it. It would be scrambled. So it was egg whites scrambled. I put it on the toast, like I would toast the bread. I'll mix the eggs with the spinach, and then I'll put it on a toasted brown bread, toasted wholemeal bread, and I'll cut some avocado. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but you know, it's just extra, you know, like when you want to get the extra. So for lunch, I would have a tuna salad. Like, I love sweet salads. I don't like all them rockets and whatever they call it. I don't like sour salads. Like, I can't force myself to eat something that's it might be good for me, but if it's not good in taste, I'm just not going to force myself. So I hate anything that's bitter. So I'd get the sweet ones, and you know, I'd make my salads, but I'll make them every single day because I don't like to prep them. I just make it as I go. So I would either have a prawn salad or a tuna salad, so it's either one of those. So when it gets to dinner, I like to make meal preps for dinner. So those ones I don't have time to make. I'll make sure that I make 4 to about 6 at a time, and put some in the fridge, pop some in the freezer, so that when I, you know, need it, like, you know, let's say I'm going to work, I can just take out the freezer, take it with me, because I won't have time. Like, what if I'm not at home, or if I'm at work when it's time for dinner? I won't say the nature of my job yet, but yeah, for my dinner I would probably have sweet potatoes with chicken and vegetables, or I could have a stir fry, a vegetable stir fry, and you know, put prawns in it or chicken. Some days I can be adventurous. Sometimes I could be adventurous. Sometimes you can be adventurous with it, so you can make like a wholemeal pasta bake. So instead of like a normal pasta, you make it with wholemeal, but you can have wholemeal pasta bolognese. Anything you like to eat, if it has to be eaten with carbs, make sure it is wholemeal. Wholemeal rice, wholemeal bread, wholemeal pasta. Just wholemeal. Like, wholemeal is basically my best friend now. It's basically my best friend. But yeah, when it comes to a diet, what I wish I knew before was that I didn't have to eat things that I didn't like. Like, being on a diet shouldn't be seen as a daunting thing, or something as like, ugh, do I really have to go and eat that? Like, yeah, you have to be excited, you know, you have to be excited to eat food. Like, how else are you going to enjoy the diet if you're just going to eat things that are bitter, that are just bad in taste? So whatever you like eating, just make sure it is moderate. You're eating it in moderate portions and at moderate times. So don't be eating after ungodly hours. Even if you want to eat at ungodly hours, sometimes I find myself very peckish after, like, I come back from gym, because I only like to go to the gym in the evenings. So I just probably eat like a banana or literally a handful of nuts. And when I say handful, literally just the palm. Don't go past the palm or else. Let me not scare you, but I'll just, you know, for me personally, I didn't want to follow what other people were doing. I looked at what my downfalls were, and I was able to go into the diet without no issues. I knew what I wanted, and I knew what I wanted to get out of it. If it meant eating more vegetables, eating more fruits, eating more this, that, blah, 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 I'll have to do it. But I'll make sure I ate the stuff that I actually liked. So, for example, I hate peas. I pick it out of my food. But that doesn't mean, like, you know, I don't like healthy things. It's just because I just don't like it. So, instead of peas, I'd probably put sweet corn or spinach or something else. Like, you know, just don't force yourself to eat stuff that you don't like. Just make sure whatever you're making is healthy. You don't want to eat stuff that's high in calories, high in sugar, and high in salt. High in fat is, sometimes it can be good. Don't overdo it, but we do need some fat. You need some fat, okay? So don't think, oh yeah, this thing's going to make me, like, you do need fat. So don't always look at fat, look at calories, look at sugar, look at salt. You don't want to have too much salt. I ate a lot more fruits, I ate a lot more vegetables. I've even grown to like vegetables I never thought I'd eat before. Like, broccoli is now my favourite. Like, you don't understand, like, it's, don't get me started. And the second part of the question was, did I let people know about my journey? No, I didn't. In the beginning, for 3 months, my friends did not know. No one knew. Like, the only place I posted, I deactivated from Twitter. I deactivated from, well, not deactivated, I stopped using Snapchat, because I really wanted to focus. You don't have to do that, remember. You don't have to do that. It's just, I'm talking from experience, and my experience was different. Like, everybody has their own personal experiences. And I would only post myself in the gym, not like my body. I would just always show like the treadmill or something. So I feel like some people knew that I was going through my journey, but then, like, you know, it was every other day that I was snapping it. Like, I took my first picture in months and I posted it, and like, it was basically of my stomach, and everybody was just like, oh my god, like, is that where you've been? kind of thing. So yeah, I didn't let anyone know. But I'm talking, I felt like it was good for me to not let people know. It might not be the best thing for you. Like, I had a support system at home, so they were pushing me, so I just felt like I didn't need an outside input until I felt like I had achieved something. So yeah, I didn't tell them. No. So another question was, how do I come up with my workouts? Okay, so when I started gym, I was just mainly doing cardio. I didn't know what to do in the gym. So, like, anytime I was doing my cardio, I'd look at what other people were doing. And there was some exercising, you think, I'll try that next time, I'll try. So, honestly, I learned a lot from the people in the gym. I would watch them as they're doing, you know, different exercises, HIIT exercises as well. And, you know, I'll come home, practice a little bit, practice my form. Then I'll go back and be like, yeah, I'm ready to tackle it as well. I'm ready to do it. And I started to make friends with people in the gym. Sometimes we'll work out together and we would, you know, come up with different exercises. Sometimes we'll actually come up with different exercises. Sometimes we'll just do, you know, couples exercises. Sometimes I look at my favorite Instagrammers, and you know, sometimes I look at their exercises as well, and yeah, I just go and practice it in the gym. So make sure you watch YouTube videos, make sure you watch people in the gym, most especially, because you will learn a lot from them, I promise you. Don't be going to the gym and go screw people. Like, you know, go and learn. You will learn a lot from people, I'm telling you, you will learn a lot. I got another question saying, do you get treated differently by people after your weight loss? Oh, hell yeah. Yes, especially with guys. With guys, like, I get treated a lot different. I said in my last video, I was always scared to go out with my friends because I just felt like I was bringing them down. Like, I just felt like that ugly friend, you know. I felt really self-conscious around them and around guys in general. I always felt like other people had a problem with my appearance, so I feel like that's all just mental stuff anyway. However, yes, now I do get treated a lot different. Not a lot different, but I get, honestly, it's positives. It's really positive. I find it more positive than negative. Like, even though when I do go out, you know, sometimes guys are like, you know, what's good? And sometimes I'm like, what? Me? I'll be like, wait, okay. Hi. At my big age, mate, like, I still get scared to talk to guys. But yeah, people from my past have, like, even the ones that I didn't talk to in the past have really, you know, been very supportive, and I love it. Like, you guys have just been amazing. So honestly, it's done a lot for me mentally, because I feel so good in myself from all the positivity that I'm getting from this whole thing, and just being me in general. Like, I get tongue-tied when, you know, I get compliments or whatever. So I receive a lot of compliments now, like a lot more compliments, and I'm just like, I'm learning how to say yes though, because I gotta own it. And I do get more attention, not a lot, but it's good enough for me. It's good enough for me. So off topic, someone asked where I got the hair in my last video from. I got it from Peerless Hair. I hope I said it right. Peerless Hair on AliExpress. Yeah, they're good. Did losing weight improve your mental health? Oh yes, honey. Yes. A lot of people will be able to say that about me as well, because I don't cuss myself as much. I used to cuss myself a lot. I need to be real with you. I used to cuss myself a lot, especially on Twitter. Like, people didn't like that, and I used to just, you know, chat rubbish about myself just for the sake, like, because some days I didn't like my appearance, some days I was just unhappy, and but now I've not actually cussed myself in a very long time, and it feels so good. It feels really good, like, that I can see myself sometimes and feel like, you did that. Like, Lydia, you did that. Honestly. Going to the gym as well does a lot for my mental health, because some days I do feel a bit down, you know. But going to the gym, I'm not saying that gym is a good, you know, therapeutic way of getting over. No. It is therapeutic, but, you know, you still need to handle some situations, you know, the way you have to handle it. So, but honestly, when you want to let off some steam, when I want to let off some steam, when I want to, you know, feel good about myself again, I just go to the gym and I feel pumped. Like, you don't understand. Like, I feel so good. What are your favorite healthy meals? Anything with sweet potato in it. anything with sweet potato in it and broccoli, anything. I can have the sweet potato on its own, like I can eat it all day, anything with sweet potato. And I'm a fan of shrimp. Like, I love a lot of shrimp in my food. So most of the time I make like stir fries, so I can just put some shrimp in there because, oh, I love some shrimp. So this lovely person asked, I don't know if you're Nigerian. I am, or my sister. But if you are, how did you make your Nigerian food healthy? I stopped jollof for, oh God. For the first couple of months, I stopped eating jollof rice. Imagine 4 months without jollof rice. I suffered. But it was not in vain. It was not in vain. Now, I'm not saying that you should stop eating African foods. You can still eat it once or twice a week. It all depends on you as an individual and see how it goes. Just make sure you don't overdo it. Don't eat too much. But yeah, I just didn't eat Nigerian foods in general. So after about 6 months, after about 6 months, that's when I had, like, you know, my first egusi and pounded yam in about 6 months. And when I gave that up, I was so upset. You don't know. Oh Lord. Please eat Nigerian food, just don't overdo it. Have it once a week. Treat yourself. Maybe make it a cheat day, you know, make it a cheat day once a week. I can have jollof rice, I can have my pounded jam, I can have this, but you know, work it out as well. Make sure you're drinking water. Don't be drinking no juice, no fizzy drinks, just be drinking water, or, you know, warm water after you finish eating. This person asked, how many times do you exercise and go to gym in a week? Well, let's talk about in the beginning. When I first started, I went to the gym about 6 days a week. Yeah, I left 1 hour just to, you know, rest a little bit, because, you know, can't come and die, can't come and kill myself. But yeah, I did go to the gym about 6 days a week, and most of the days I went, maybe about 3 days, about 4 days, I did cardio, maybe about an hour a day, mainly, and then I just leave, you know, 2 days to just do, like, you know, some HIIT workouts. I didn't do a lot of HIIT in the beginning, but yeah, I do a lot of HIIT now. But yeah, I leave 2 days for like weight training. But even the weight training, was I even putting weights on it? It was just making sure I was just getting used to, you know, the weights. But I did a lot more cardio than the weight training. How many exercises did I do? So I aim to use about 5 to 6 machines when it comes to, like, you know, the weight training machines. The leg press, the hip abductor, adductor, tongue-tied, I don't like those. So I'd use, like, yeah, the different machines in the gym, and I'd, you know, just make sure I'd use about 5 or 6. Max was 20 reps that I'll do on these machines. So this just helped me to keep shape, even though I lost my shape because I wasn't doing it enough. So just make sure you're doing weight training as well as cardio if you're trying to lose weight, but not too much weight training, because you don't want to turn that fat into muscle. When it comes to, like, ab workouts, I like to do, I make sure my ab session is within 15 minutes. So whatever rest I need to do, it needs to be within, it can't be too long. I have to do all of my exercises within 15 minutes. So 4 or 5 ab exercises of 10 to 15 reps. So reps is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like when you're doing the exercise, like 1, 2, yeah. I don't know what that was. But yeah, I tend to do about 10 to 15 reps, about 3 sets max. In the beginning, I'll do 2 sets, but now I just do 3 sets. And even, like, after my ab workouts, like, there's other machines in the gym that you can use. I don't necessarily know the names of these machines, but I'm going to find out properly, and I'll leave them in the description box below. Home workouts are amazing as well. If you find that you can't go to the gym, just, you know, put a video on YouTube. I do have some HIIT workouts on my Insta page, so look at those as well. You can do those at home. I'm so sorry if I didn't answer this question to, you know, your taste. Please, you know, feel free to ask me again, and, you know, we could talk more in depth about it, because I feel like I might be going round and round. So yeah, let me start. So someone asked me, which do you recommend for weight loss? Cardio, HIIT, or weights? So I'm going to say cardio and HIIT. HIIT most especially, because you are toning as well as losing weight. There's a lot of jumping. there's a lot of jumping. Trust me. Oh, there's a lot of jumping. You will jump to your heart's content. You will jump. Like HIIT mostly. Cardio, you can do the running, you can do the bicycle and everything. But HIIT, I find it tones your muscle, it tones your body as well as lose weight. So yeah, HIIT. Someone asked me, how did you manage to target weight loss around the midsection area? Like, how did I manage to get a flat tummy and get rid of love handles? Honestly, it all happened in one go. I've not got a flat tummy. Honestly, I've not got a flat tummy. When I wake up in the morning, yeah, it's looking a little flat. By the time 7 p.m. rolls, like, I look like I'm pregnant, 1 month pregnant. Honestly, but then I do get bloated a lot. You cannot really target a section of your body when it comes to weight loss. You have to do like everything. Like if you're lifting weights, if you're doing cardio, if you're doing HIIT, doing a lot more ab workouts will tone the belly. It will tone it. It not necessarily lose weight, but it will tone it. And in terms of my love hand, and when it comes to my love handles, I'd say cardio honestly got rid of those. All the jumping, because I didn't do a lot of back exercises. I just made sure that, you know, what I was eating, what I was drinking was just good food. I was making sure that I was eating the most healthiest stuff. Water, make sure water is your best friend if you want a flat tummy. How did you stay motivated, and what were your day-to-day meals like? So I've mentioned, you know, what I eat previously. I've already mentioned that, so just make sure it's healthy. Oh, another thing I didn't talk about was calories. I did not count my calories. Again, you can count your calories if you feel like you want to keep track of what you're eating, but I felt like I was just tracking a lot and it just didn't seem fun anymore. So I just didn't count my calories. I just made sure I was eating at least 3 times a day. Guys, make sure you shop in Aldi or Lidl if you want to save money and if you want good fresh food, like good fresh fruits. And you know, it's honestly, you'll get the best food from Aldi or Lidl and you'll save so much money. Don't go to Tesco, saying just don't do it. How did I stay motivated? The first couple of months were a blur to me. I can't remember what happened during those first few months. I cannot remember. Honestly, I wish I could tell you. I don't know what happened in those first months, but I just, you know, what I can necessarily remember is following a lot of people that were doing weight loss stuff and, you know, fitness stuff on Instagram. And I just, anytime I'm scrolling down my feed, it was just mainly them. So they were just keeping me focused. If I felt like I was too tired to go to the gym, I would look at, you know, someone's ads and be like, yep, drive straight to the gym. Like, you know, so if you feel like you need that kind of motivation, most certainly do that. Tell your friends, you know, find friends who want to go to the gym with you. Go to the gym by yourself. Do not be scared. I was so scared, and I do not know why I was so scared, because at the end of the day, everybody in the gym has a goal, whether it be weight loss, weight gain, cutting, bulking, it doesn't matter. Everyone's there for a purpose. So, you know, just because you're a bit bigger shouldn't make you feel like, you know, you're not good enough to be there. Don't ever feel like that, please. Don't ever feel like that. So yeah, and as time went on, you know, my friends were my motivation. You know, people in the gym, they're just constantly, you know, complimenting me. And when I started to see that my clothes were starting to get big for me, I was like, wow, like, wait, what? When I was a size 10, when I found out I was a size 10, you don't understand how happy I was, from a good 14, 16 to a size 10. Someone else asked me, so what is your main goal for now? I want to cut. I want to be slim. I have a few things coming up next year. You know, my 25th is coming up. I want a nice little dress and I want to look good. And I want to look good. So yeah, I want to, you know, cut for that. Plus I want to join Carnival this year. So let's see how that goes. But I want my body to be good for that. I do have some holidays that I kind of planned to go on. So yeah, you know, just necessarily looking good and feeling good is what 2019 is all about. Just positivity, a lot more positivity, and just, you know, yeah, that's the goal. That's the main goal for now. That is the main goal. This is the last question I have. How do you deal with plateaus? With plateaus, if I ever felt like I wasn't achieving anything, like I was stuck, and I was just at the same place, like the same weight, and I just felt like nothing else was changing. Like I would switch up what I do in the gym, and I would go online, do a little bit of research, and just see what other things I can incorporate into my journey, you know, whether it be what kind of exercises I need to do, how much longer I need to do them for, what the weights should be. So I just do a lot more research to gain more insights, and maybe it will help me to, you know, work towards my goal, like the goal that I want. So I just do a lot more research. I feel like it gives you more inspiration, so that, you know, you can come out of that plateau and just do a lot more research, I would say, because it will help, and you will see a lot of difference within the first week when you've switched everything up, and you've, you know, just continuously make new goals for yourself, make new goals. Another thing is, do not weigh yourself every week. Try to aim for every month, because if you do it every week, I feel like you're going to put yourself, if you gain a little bit of weight, you're going to put yourself off. Don't weigh yourself every week. Like, I would actually say do it every month or every 2 months, or, you know, yeah, just don't do it every week, because, you know, any little muscle gain will show on the scale. Trust me, it will show. And when I started my journey, it did show a lot on the scale, and I used to get scared, but then I didn't let that pull me down. But yeah, but honestly guys, this has been so wonderful. I love the questions that you guys sent me. I hope I didn't blab on. I hope I didn't go round and round and roundabout. I hope I answered these questions to your taste. And if you feel like I've not answered these questions enough, please message me. Send me a message on Instagram or on Twitter, or leave a comment below, and I will try to go into it. And I just wanted to say, there's some messages I genuinely do not see, and especially the messages that I would need to authorize to see. Some of them I do not see, and there was a girl in particular who sent me a message, and I was going to reply back to her, but she deleted the message, and I felt so bad. This hair was made by The Glow Up. I will leave her details below. Like, she's amazing, a lovely girl, excellent service. Like, you will not leave there unhappy, trust me. Like, I've just been taking selfies ever since I got it done. This is London Virgin hair in 12 inches. Again, thank you so much, you guys, for watching my Q&A. Remember, ask me questions if you still need them to be answered. Make sure you like, share and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Tell your friends about me. Tell your mothers about me. I'm just joking. So I hope you guys have a lovely, lovely day. Bye, guys. All I'm okay,